I remember when it first came out, I couldn't stop talking about it with my friends. They got so annoyed with me.
Spring Breakers by Harmony Korine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you already know.
I knew you were going to mention
You
that.
already know. Harmony Korine is probably the biggest inspiration I have.
Yeah.
Other than Quentin Tarantino.
I don't know about you, but I fucking love watching Tubi movies. Like, I've been
That's
like
good.
on like a streak of like the last year watching like low budget shit from like Tubi, like stuff from like made by nobodies pretty much. And it's just so much fun just watching something completely new. Welcome back, guys, to Nick Studio Podcast number 15 today. I got my boy Sirio today in the studio.
Yeah.
In another real life podcast. It's kind of hot outside, so we're going to try to make this one good. But yeah, today we're going to talk about a few movies that inspired us to create movies and create art of ourselves. And, pretty much if you are new here, by the way, my name is Nick Parren, and I do these podcasts once in a while, talk about my filmmaking journey, talk about stuff that's inspired me, gaming, GTA 6, and other movies, and just documenting the journey and stuff. So I got my boy Sirio.
Hell yeah.
Do a little intro for the audience, people who don't know you yet.
I'm Sirio Giacomo, and I've dedicated my life to being the best warrior and best artist that I can be. And yeah, it's really pretty much, it's very simple, just those two virtues I've found give me the most purpose in life. And yeah, that's my God-given calling, to just make movies and fight for a good cause.
Oh, yeah.
Make the world a better place.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wrote down a few movies that kind of inspired me. I made a whole list here on my phone, kind of like this last week. I was thinking of like movies, like indie movies, stuff that's just like throughout my childhood also. So I have like a few things I want to talk about. And this is in no particular order or anything. These are just like some of my top things and a few things that kind of are on my mind, throughout the days and when I'm writing and when I'm directing. First one I recently rewatched is called The Florida Project. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, that was good.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah.
And I really like how it was like, low budget, indie kind of style. And it was shot here in Florida. And, obviously the Florida Project in Orlando, one of like, the most central, places that a lot of people know. And just seeing a whole different side of that, like, you see like the ghetto side of Disney pretty much. And seeing like how these poor people in motels are just trying to live day to day. Sean Baker has gone on and made some really great projects after this, but this one was really, inspiring for me just to see like a kind of a low budget movie actually have so much heart, have so much realness to it. And, it had Willem Dafoe. It had some really great new actors for the first time. I think that one main girl who was like the prostitute in it, she wasn't even an actor before. She was just like some model or whatever. And Sean Baker saw her in like a magazine or whatever. And he's like, hey, you want to be in the star in this movie with Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, that's great.
And, it was just like they brought in so many newcomers. And I guess that's also inspired me to bring on like so many newcomers for my movies, my short films and stuff. We're bringing your friends also into it. And, my friends, we brought in Blake, one of my best friends, for Black and Black, which comes out in a couple. Actually, it might be almost out by the time this podcast is released. Black and Black, side note, and our next GTA movie is coming out soon. And we brought in your boy, Steven, for the Vice Heist.
Steven.
And we'll probably bring in a few more for our future projects and stuff. But that's what I got to say for it. What do you think about the Florida projects?
Dude, yeah, I love it. I love A24. I love independent art. I believe independent art is the realest. It's the best. Yeah. And it's what we need more today.
Absolutely. We need more independent voices, which I think Hollywood is going in that direction. We see like Backrooms and Obsession and those great movies like that. So
I think the whole world is going in that direction because you can tell a story anywhere. Yeah. And, you can create your art anywhere and share it from any place in the world. And everyone has a different journey and a different walk of life. Yeah. And it doesn't matter where you come from. You can change the world. Yeah. And just make it a better place.
Everyone has access to technology and, everyone's able to make a movie. So we're seeing new voices out there day to day. So it's inspiring to see. But what's your pick? So we're going to go back and forth. So mine was a Florida Project. And what's yours? What's your top one?
So my personal favorite movie of all time, it's an independent film. It was at the Tribeca Film Festival. It's called Dog Pound. Came out in 2010, directed by Kim Chaperon. He's a French-Canadian director.
Yeah.
And
I remember you telling me about that, like, you know.
Yeah, 3 teenage boys get sent to a juvenile prison, and I don't want to like spoil it for you or anyone else out there who hasn't seen it yet, but it's a powerful drama that raises awareness on a lot of things, including the youth, you know, the troubled youth. And God, I think it's so important that young people feel seen and heard and understood. Yeah. You know, and that
especially
movie,
like people who are like victims of like violence. And, you know, I never seen the movie, but I assume it's like these, you know, kids who've got into trouble and stuff, and, you know, they made some bad choices.
Right. They're stuck in this cycle of trauma.
Yeah.
And it shows how hopeless the prison system can be in America. And like, just think about it. The United States has the most amount of prisoners in the world. But
that's crazy.
We're the freest country. We're the freest country in the world, but we have the most amount of people locked in cages.
Right. I also really love a good prison story, like Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, that was
Joker legendary. 2 was a really great prison
Joker
story.
2.
Dude, that was also on my list. I won't talk about that today, but that was just a really good like story about like how people idolize like a villain or idolize some like actor and stuff. Like it's basically a celebrity in prison story. And I've actually rewatched it a couple of times just because it's funny, because the Joker movies, I guess I'll talk about that now actually. Joker 1 and 2, when I first saw them in theaters, I didn't like them when I first saw them, but like they've actually like grown the most on me, like 1 and 2.
Nice,
and, you know, like 2 is hated by everyone for some reason. But like, obviously, it is a musical. It's like this crazy. I mean, like just the movies themselves. Like the first one's probably an 8 out of 10. The second one's probably a 6 out of 10. But it's just like the story, the acting. It's just so realistic. And you know what you feel in Joker 1. I mean, I think most people really like that movie, where you know we see like the themes of loneliness, mental illness, and stuff, but Joker 2 is not even like a real sequel. It's like its own thing. And what I really like I said, it's a celebrity in prison story where this guy is known for, you know, being the Joker, and he's just like, he just doesn't know who he is. And I really thought that the story in that was interesting. They made some really interesting decisions within the story. It's a little messy. I did like the musical elements in that, but I think 1 and 2 are kind of must watches for anyone, honestly, anyone who really liked cinema. I can't promise you're going to like it, but it is interesting. You got to think.
Yeah, the original, it's definitely important. Legendary. Yeah, I personally think that a sequel could have been done differently. Like my interpretation of a sequel is just different than what actually happened with Joker Folie à Deux, the sequel.
Yeah.
But yeah, good. Really?
So you haven't seen the second one?
No, I have not seen the second.
I feel like it's worth a watch. Like, don't even like view it as like a sequel. View it as its own like different Joker origin story, because it kind of is. It's like completely different. So yeah, like I said, this is a must watch. That's probably my most hot take like I ever did on the channel. I made a few videos talking about Joker 2, but that was an interesting one. Another one I want to talk about is another indie one called The Fallout, and it's kind of similar to the Florida Project. Just in terms of like the production, it's indie, independent. Have you seen The Fallout or no?
No, I have not.
It's the movie with Jenna Ortega, and it's about a school shooting.
Okay, I've seen like clips of it.
Yeah, and I actually really like it because basically the opening is the school shooting, and it's not like an action-packed movie really. It's really like a character study / trauma movie about this character going through like, you know, the emotions of going through that with her friends, meeting new friends, and you know how that affects someone day to day. And I really love the performance in that. And that was one of those movies I watched for the first time, and I'm like, man, I felt that. Like I felt like just the
that's good.
You know, the actress and you know the emotion behind it. I remember when it first came out, I couldn't stop talking about it with my friends. They got so annoyed with me, and it's like not even like it's not even on like most people's radar, but it's like such like a worthwhile watch. It's on HBO Max. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's definitely worth. It's like Euphoria. Like if I know you're a big fan of that.
Yeah,
it's exactly like that.
Really?
I mean, not exactly, but just like the vibe. It's in high school.
In terms of like the heaviness.
Yeah,
right?
Within the heaviness, yes, 100%. Yes. Yeah, there's sex, there's cursing, there's a lot of that. So I would recommend that to anyone. So what's your second pick?
Spring Breakers by Harmony Korine.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you already know.
I knew you were gonna mention that.
You already know.
I knew it.
Right, and Harmony Korine is, I think, probably the biggest inspiration I have.
Yeah.
Other than Quentin Tarantino.
Why is that?
Mainly because of how unconventional he is and just how unfiltered he makes everything. Like he literally breaks every rule to capture something human, capture something spiritual, and capture that spiritual sustenance that we all need. And it's crazy, when you don't understand it on a deep level. But God, I feel like his work it makes you think critically, it makes you feel deeply, and it just makes you evolve as a human being. So that's what's most important. And Spring Breakers, like, it's controversial. It's
very controversial.
A lot of people say it's debaucherous and problematic and lacks morals, but every story and every artwork has morality because it's created by a human being.
Right. It's real. It feels real. Like
yeah,
the story.
Exactly right.
Yeah, the funny thing about Spring Breakers is it was actually filmed in our area, and it was filmed in US.
Yeah.
And I remember
Pinellas County.
I remember when they were first filming it. My dad was actually in the movie. Like he was like in the background.
That's so cool.
And like literally, like he was at work one day, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he just like kind of wandered onto set, pretty much. And he's like, "Oh well, there's Selena Gomez."
Yeah,
and I think this was around the time when she was like on the Disney Channel and shit. So I was watching her like on Wizard of Waverly Place, and my dad's like, "Oh, I just saw Selena Gomez." When I was like 8 years old.
Me and some classmates in like 4th grade were talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, for what, Spring Breakers?
Yeah, they were filming it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was kind of cool. And it's funny because like that got him into like more acting. Like my dad does, like he's in backgrounds in movies and he does a little acting here and there.
Well, you got to see it, man. You got to see Spring Breakers.
Yeah, that's one on the to-do list. My thing is like, hopefully it's not too heavy on like the sex or anything, is it? Or
yeah, it is.
Or it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing, I don't know about you, but like I just can't watch like sex scenes or anything anymore. Like I'm just like, it's so against like, I guess it's me as a Christian. I just can't make myself watch that.
I get it. I get it.
It's just too much for me. I like skip past it if I ever like stumble upon it accidentally on like, if I'm watching a regular movie and there happens to be a sex scene, I'll just skip past it.
For me, it's the opposite. Like
you watch the full thing.
Yeah.
You watch it 10 times in a row.
No, as long as there's like just real, not just intimacy, but just like real value there.
Yeah.
Real energy.
Yeah, I get
that. As long as you're like really giving, as long as someone is giving their self to a genuine purpose, even if that purpose may be dark,
right,
and horrifying and immoral, it's still valuable.
Yeah, Spring Breakers. Yeah, I gotta watch that one day. I feel like there was definitely some cool scenes. Like I seen like clips. The cinematography looks pretty good.
Oh yeah.
There was like one scene with the piano on like near the beach.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what's next on the list? Let me see. Let me pull up my list here. I actually forgot what I was gonna say next. Oh yeah, this is dive deep into like, the other side pretty much. Shrek 1, 2, and 4.
Okay.
We're going like to the kids movies now. So I mean like Shrek 1, 2, and 4, those are like movies I grew up with. You know, those are like ones I had like constantly, like every Friday.
Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. Did you watch that?
What, like the YouTube clip?
The YouTube video. Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life.
I think so. Like, it's old.
Well, you gotta just watch it again.
What is it? It was like a YTP? Like a YouTube poop?
No, it's a voiceover.
Oh, okay. I
don't
remember, honestly. I'm sure I've seen it. I just don't remember. Have you seen Shrek and a Swag?
No.
Like any of the YTP? You know what I mean? Well, like a YTP?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's funny because, side note, me and my friends were watching the YTPs last night, like old school, like from 12 years ago. Okay. Shrek YTPs. But no, going back to like the actual Shrek movies, like those are movies I grew up with, like, you know, day in, day out during summer. And like when I rewatch it now, like they still hit home for some reason. Like it's not like other kids' movies where I'm like, that was all right. But it was like, it's for kids. Like these movies, the story in them, like it really hits home for some reason. Like just 1, 2, and 4. 3 was all right. I never grew up with 3. I never watched it until like 4 years ago. But it's just one of those classics I can always rewatch and have a good laugh, be entertained. You know, did you grow up with Shrek movies?
Yeah, Shrek is legendary.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Legendary original artwork. You know, I love it because the animation and the style of it is so unique.
I really love like the music and like just like
music too.
The modernness of like the fairy tale, taking Disney and kind of just like making a parody of it. Also, I love parodies. Right. I love like just taking like original like, you know, stuff and then just like making fun of it, like Spaceballs or, you know, like those other movies. But Shrek has a good story and like meaning behind it.
Right.
But yeah. Are you excited for Shrek 5? Have you seen that?
No, you're not excited. Very disappointed. I think they sold out. The animation's different.
The animation looks so weird. Like
it's just like everything else now.
They delayed it. I thought they were going to delay it to fix, you know, the animation, but they delayed it to double down on the controversy.
Damn.
And what's funny is like I saw a comment saying like my dad's an editor. He told me why they couldn't get back the original Shrek design is because like these new animators don't know how to copy it and they don't know how to. But that is kind of bullshit. You got to think like Toy Story, like Cars, like other Pixar movies, like they can copy their same animation from like 30 years ago. Why can't Shrek? Why can't like they have the same like animation? Like it's they should be able to copy it. And I saw like an AI generated like thing over the new trailer. They basically fixed Shrek with AI and it looks like the old Shrek. It's like if AI can do it, certainly these guys can do it, but they're trying to like just change it up a bit. Which I'm also not a fan of, but whatever. But yeah, what's next on your list?
Probably Rocky. Have you seen Rocky?
I have not.
Oh, God, you got to.
I have not. I've been to the Rocky steps, but I've never seen Rocky, the movie.
Yeah, the whole series is so.
Isn't there like 8 of them? They're like the Creed movies.
Yeah, they're the Creed movies. Yeah. The whole series is it's incredible. It's one of the most important film series to ever exist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, why is it so impactful? Like to you?
Mainly because the original was just. It was one of those movies that did more than just inspire you.
Yeah.
You know,
it like stayed with you pretty much.
Yeah. It literally shaped your entire future. My entire future was shaped by Rocky. I
gotta watch that eventually one day. But I know they're making like a new Rocky like a movie, but it's not like
it's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, it's like a behind the scenes version of it, which I don't really understand why they're making it.
Because dude, like how he made that movie was like all the odds were stacked against Sylvester Stallone. Really? He wasn't supposed to do it, you know? Like everyone doubted him.
I gotta watch that movie. That might be really inspiring to see.
Yeah.
But I gotta watch the original first. But yeah, what's next on my list? Yeah, Rocky shit. That's like a classic I have not seen, like ever, for some reason.
You got to see it.
I really gotta see it. Oh yeah, next one. This is like no one's gonna know this movie. Steve Jobless. Have you heard?
Steve Jobless? No.
Have you heard?
Never.
It's not a normal movie. It's a fucking Tubi movie. And it's a low budget movie made by some old guy. Okay. And it's like low budget made on iPhone and stuff. Wow. And the reason it's in my kind of like top movies, top inspirations and stuff is because like I don't know about you, but I fucking love watching Tubi movies. Like I've been on like a streak of like the last year watching like low budget shit from like Tubi, like stuff from like, just like made by nobodies pretty much. And it's just so much fun just watching something completely new. But this movie was really funny for some reason. It was just made by this old guy. Literally like the opening text is "Don't judge a movie by its budget," and it's like because it's like a $0 movie pretty much.
Yeah, no, I love that.
And it's made by like this I don't know the actor's name, but I thought the story basically this guy who's like an office guy, he gets fired and he's looking for jobs. That's why it's called Steve Jobless. But it was so dorky and it was improvised, I think. And it was just like so awkward, like the editing and stuff, but it made it funnier. It was like done intentionally.
Yeah.
And the reason I have this kind of like is a reference to all the movies on Tubi, because like literally every single one of them I've taken inspiration from, just because like it's another reason to believe like anyone can make a movie. We're in 2026. YouTubers are making movies now. Hollywood is changing. Like, really the
social media.
Powers in our hands.
Every social media platform has become a training ground for anyone who wants to make a movie. Actors, any creative person.
Yeah, it's all out there. The tools are there. You got it for free, and you just got to make it. You got to just like
develop your own style.
Shit, yeah. But that's why I love
yourself. Yeah. Expose your heart and soul because the world needs it.
Yeah, but that's why I love Tubi, just because you just find like independent artists on there, just doing their thing, funny, bad, good. Who cares? It's art at the end of the day. So that's why I have that on my list. What's next for you?
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, damn. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
One of the best artworks ever made.
Wow. Why is it on your top list?
I mean, mainly because of its impact and just how much weight it carries.
Yeah.
And how much it really developed me. It developed who I am and me wanting to be a hero in real life. That movie and Rocky, like those movies develops that warrior side of me. Yeah. To fight for a good cause and make the world a better place. Like what we're doing now is leading a revolution to liberate hearts and souls. Yeah. Through storytelling and art. And yeah, me and you we're fighting for that cause right now. And all it takes is one good friendship to make you rich. That's what I learned about life recently. Yeah. It's all about friendships, connections, and just making it happen pretty much. But that's fascinating. You put that on the list because that Rocky and like other movies, like you don't see movies like that like in today's world for some reason. Like I know, and it's so sad, and it's what we need. Like heroic, like epic movies, like army movies, boxing movies. Like that's just like not really a thing anymore. Now it's all about drama and like just weak people, which I find like on the other side, it's like kind of interesting, but it's like, I do miss those old school, like badass movies, like, Terminator, those 80 movies, but yeah, man, the world needs heroes. The world will always need heroes. So. Yeah, absolutely. Now we got like superhero movies. God, that's what took over it, actually. Superhero movies. Yeah. Which it's whatever. Superhero movies, like, what are your thoughts on like MCU and like I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like I feel like most movies in theaters, most movies in general, so much media has become heartless. It's become like over commercialized, and I don't know. It's just like everything's. I just feel dead inside, honestly, except for the movie Obsession. That I love that movie so much. That made me feel alive again. And that movie is that's also a legendary movie that I want to talk about. So
Obsession. Is that next on your list?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could. Is it my turn or your turn? It doesn't matter. You
I guess we'll talk about Obsession since we both just
let's talk about it. Obsession. It's funny because I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, like it's not. I get that it's for some people it's not their style. Like the dark.
Horror movies aren't really my style either. But like I did like some parts, like I talked about before, but it's just for some others it hits home, like with the themes and like
the layers of meaning and the morals of the story. It really made me it really made me like feel deeply. I had that like out of body experience because you just relate to all of it,
right?
And like the symbolism of everything. It can be a lot to take in, but how we talk, like language just breaks under the weight of something so valuable. Like, words can't describe how powerful that movie is to me, and how much it affected me in a positive way.
I feel like that's why it got so popular also, just because like people like you related to it so much, like with the deeper layers. But for some reason it wasn't my cup of tea, but I do appreciate that it has like what Backrooms doesn't have is like those layers. Like it has like better characters, more depth to it. Backrooms is fun and really cool, but it's like it's messy when it comes to like the meaning and the extra stuff behind the screen. But I like that, and I just the main thing for me was like just seeing a movie below $1 million made by a YouTuber get pushed, and it gets
a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing
with social media, and like just people love it, and it's so great to see. But more independent movies that I listed here, two of them from Joel Haver is Drowning in Potential and Pretend That You Love Me. Two of my favorite movies ever made, just because when I first watched those in like 4 years ago, Drowning Potential, that was such like a unique story, and with that takes starring Joel Haver and Dax Flame, and it's just like a simple story of these two actors trying to make it in LA. And like I said, like with these other Tubi movies, like Joel Haver started like this new trend with making YouTube movies, like feature films, like made with no budget, just him by himself or friends. And I really love the story of how that was like came to be. He was just driving to LA one day and he just texted his friend, "Hey, you want to make a movie?" And then they just made a full feature film together. And it was like, it has so many layers to it. It's like, when a film has layers, when it has depth, and you relate to it, it becomes closer to you. Like that's why I really love this movie, and also the same reasons with Pretend That You Love Me. But both those movies inspired me like heavily to like actually start YouTube making movies myself, because I'm like, if this guy's making movies, feature films, like with nothing, with just his friends, like certainly I can. But that's when I started making YouTube kind of full time. But I know I told you about Joel Haver a few times. We did his challenge, the 3 hour make a movie challenge. Sirio Giacomo says whatever the fuck he wants. It's somewhere out there, Ethan Inbred. So hint, hints. It's out there. But you can find it. What do you think of Joel Haver? And I talked about it a few times, but have you seen his stuff before?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he does some cool things. But what's next on your list? Do you have any YouTube like filmmakers that you kind of look up to?
Not really, but I did watch a lot of Gary's mod videos back in the day, and people would make their own movies through Gary's mod and through video games. And like Hideo 706, I don't know if you know who he is, but he was a popular Gmod YouTuber that made a lot of good movies. And rest in peace to him.
I also watched like Gaming Lemon. Have you heard of
Lemon? No, I haven't heard of him.
He was playing like video games and like he made like edited kind of like funtages and montages of like just him playing the game, and there was always like a mini story within it, and it was just so much fun. Just like even now rewatching them, it's like I don't know. This also becomes nostalgic in a way. He did like a lot of Grand Theft Auto videos. He did like Gary's Mod, I think. And then like for GTA 6, he's gonna make a big video, and I can't wait for that. That's gonna be like so crazy. Um, but what's next? What's next on your list?
I might need a minute.
It's all right. I think I might have another one we could talk about. Oh yeah, I put down here Star Wars 1 through 9. Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
I like Star Wars. The reason I put this down and like it's so different compared to all the other ones because the other ones are like indie, low budget, 2B movies, and then like Star Wars, like the biggest movies of all time. I don't know. I've always been a big Star Wars fan, and it's always kind of inspired me. Like I don't know, just the storytelling, and with I think now it's become very Hollywoodized. But 1 through 9, like those ones are going to be are always special to me, and no matter what like else they make in the Star Wars franchise, like that story 1 through 9 is really impactful.
I believe Star Wars is the most important film franchise.
Yeah, it's very like sacred in terms of like it started out in 1970 something, and then it just like it created this whole culture wave of like in the 80s, like people were like addicted to it. And then like it kind of like just always stuck there. Like people will always remember Darth Vader. Like even 100 years from now, people know who will know Darth Vader and like Luke Skywalker. Like those characters will live forever. Right. And it's like I don't know. Like I guess like I just really loved like the impact this had on like society and like just the influence on like other movies. Like when I see like a Star Wars like parody or like a reference in another movie, I always kind of like smile just because like I just love like how that inspired like the other filmmakers and like just like other people in general. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it. But I really love the stories. I really love all the movies, really, sequels, prequels, and originals. The shows are kind of iffy, and I didn't like the last one, the Mandalorian Grogu. That was actually like very, very big disappointment, and it's like probably my top 30 like worst movies ever made.
Oh shit.
Just because like I can go on a whole rant on it, but I'm not going to. But like it just had no real story, no character development. It was missing what 1 through 9 did.
Yeah.
There's no stakes. It was too simple. I didn't really like it, honestly. But it's a shame. But real quick, going back to like the MCU Marvel movies, like, are you excited for Avengers Doomsday?
No, I don't care. I don't care about any of those movies.
Avengers Doomsday, like that one really looked interesting to me. Because like it brings like so many different characters back. I haven't watched Marvel in a very long time. I'm not a fan of like the new Fantastic Four or the new Avengers or the Thunderbolts. I don't care about that shit. But I really love the OG Avengers movies, like the Avengers, and this is Avengers Doomsday, Avengers 5. And I don't know. I saw. Have you seen a new trailer for it?
No.
I know you don't care about it, but I'm like, man, it gets me hyped for some reason. Like I feel I have a good feeling about that movie. I feel like it'll be like not close to Endgame or whatever, but I feel like it'll be like a good, like fun, like. And I hope the story is good. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and it's good. Like I get why people enjoy Avengers and MCU. The I guess the normies, the normal movies, or the normal works of art. But something that is underappreciated and very much misunderstood is the heaviness of something that is serious.
Yeah.
And it's not just dark, although the like dark arts matter. But yeah, something that has serious heaviness to it, like the like dramas like Dog Pound.
Yeah, exactly.
Dramas like Spring Breakers. And Spring Breakers is so special to me because of how the story plays out.
Right.
It's just like it it is like real life, but you know, there's aspects of it that I would have toned down if I was making the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like
there's always
parts
something
that are like unrealistic, but nonetheless, it's something that is needed, and it makes people unsettled, uncomfortable, scared. No one wants to feel that way, but on the other side of that is wisdom, it's strength, it's just so much more than you realize. You know, so much more value than you realize. And yeah, man, there's
a lot of value there, and there's a lot of like just things in real life like there, and it feels realistic. That's also one thing for me is like I want a movie to feel realistic. I want to feel grounded, and I want to feel like real life. I'm like talking to someone right now, or something like really, you know, crazy that I would be shocked in real life. I want to feel that like in a movie as well.
And real life, Harmony Korine said this, but like real life doesn't happen in plots.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing you have control over is what you're currently moving towards and your own attitude of it. And life can be crazy, you know, the human experience, it's messy.
It really is. Yeah.
It's not normal, but it's human, you know, and
it's part about being human.
And people don't like experiencing that side for some reason, but God, dude, I gotta serve as like the reporter on the truth, you know, those sorts of truths about the world. And I also wanted to bring up some Tarantino movies.
Oh yeah. One movie I did have listed before was Django Unchained.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. I feel like Django Unchained is one of the underrated Tarantino movies.
Right.
And God, dude, I love it so much not just because of the action, but just the universe, the storytelling.
It's like the West, like the Wild West movies, but it's different. It's not like a normal cowboy movie or anything. It's like it's its own genre. It almost feels like because it's a black cowboy, pretty much.
Right.
Like in that time,
it's more of like a justice story rather than revenge story.
Right. Yeah. Another one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like when I first watched that a couple of years ago, I didn't like it because I didn't understand like the true meaning behind like Shannon Tate and stuff.
Sharon Tate.
Yeah, Sharon Tate. It was like for me, first time watching it, I didn't know anything about like the real life situation and stuff. I'm like, why do we keep cutting back and forth between this lady? I have no idea what's going on. And then like at the end where like she shows up, I'm like, what was the point of having her in the story? I was like so confused. But I'm like, I looked it up afterwards. I'm like, oh, okay. I need to like rewatch it, like with that in mind, and like Sharon Tate, what happened to her in real life, and like it's kind of magical in a way. That's why it's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Alternate universe.
Yeah, where like she lives on, and like they get fucking killed, like the bad guys get, like murdered.
Another justice story.
Yeah, and it's another what is it called? Like Quentin Tarantino's like history, like change up his own universe where he changes like the Inglourious Bastards where Hitler gets killed, and then like I think another one changed up history. Django Unchained, or was it another one?
I'm not sure what the other one is.
There's like three which like change up history, and the people call it like his own like Quentin Tarantino universe. But his movies are pretty good. Yeah, I don't know when he's making his next one. He canceled his movie critic one like a couple of years ago, and I'm like, all right, what's next, man? It's been like what, like 7-8 years since that came out?
7 years.
He's got to make a new one. It's due.
He said it's going to be his last one, but I hope not.
He made the Fortnite movie. Remember? He made like a Fortnite short film.
He gave an unused script that was supposed to be
like a side story.
Yeah, I think it was a part
of Kill Bill 3, right?
I don't know if it was Kill Bill 3 or if it was supposed to be part of Kill Bill 1 or 2, but Kill Bill, it was supposed to be in Kill Bill. And Kill Bill was supposed to be one whole movie, but it was too long, so it got split into.
Did they film it as one movie?
They tried to.
Oh,
they released the director's cut, which is the entire thing, you know. With and it included deleted scenes in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those were really good. But there was also even more that was supposed to be in it. Oh my god! But it would have been like way too. You
should have made it into like a show. But that's not his thing.
I like how it came into Fortnite for a
Fortnite.
season.
Fuck, everything's in Fortnite. Kanye West, Obsession. I'm like, oh my gosh, why? But it's popular still, surprisingly.
I like how it's I like how media is like transcending into a different metaverse, and Fortnite has that,
like in video game
metaverse. Yeah,
it is interesting, but for me, it's like it's interesting / a little cringe because like
it can be
Fortnite's for kids. Like Fortnite, like sure, like sometimes I play it. I mean, like, but it's like if Quentin Tarantino made like a Roblox movie, or he made something with Roblox. That's how I see it. Like Fortnite, Roblox, or Minecraft. Like those are kid games.
Yeah, I get that, but I feel like if it's done right, then
if it's done right, for sure. But another one, they made a Cliff Booth movie. It comes out later this year. That's a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Or is it it's
like a side story. It's not a show, it's a movie.
Okay.
It comes out in theaters and on Netflix, like in December. It's what's his name? Chris Pratt?
Brad Pitt.
Like his character from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, they have his own he has his own story, and it's a full feature film. It's 2.5 hours long, and Quentin Tarantino wrote it, and then some other famous director directed it. So it's actually a pretty big movie.
Yeah, I remember seeing something about that.
Yeah, it actually looks really interesting. So I'm looking forward to that when that comes out later this year. But as we kind of close in, let me just choose one more from my list. Save the best for last. Another one of my inspirations is the Vice Heist.
Yes.
Our movie.
Yes,
our GTA 6 movie.
Of course.
And the reason why I put it on this list is for multiple reasons. One, it might sound kind of narcissistic, but like I feel like the stories like that I've made and that I'm gonna make in the future are genuinely like my favorite movies. Is because it might, like I said, it sounds narcissistic, but these are like my stories. These are things that I've waited years and spent years like creating, crafting, and stuff. And it's stuff I'm truly passionate about. It's like all these other movies were my inspirations, but like the Vice Heist and then doing this kind of like mini trilogy, and even just rewatching it gets me excited to make more movies and just tell other stories and to like just get better at filmmaking and stuff. And you know, the Vice Heist, it's not a perfect movie, but it's a movie that I made. I made it in Sirio. I made it with a bunch of other people, and we all like came together and celebrated this art called acting and filmmaking. And I love it to this day. And I'm excited to make Neon Never Sleeps, which will come out next year, and we're in the middle of making it. And now's a good time to give a little pitch to my Patreon because we're gonna need some financial support for that movie. So join the Patreon, get behind the scenes stuff, be part of the journey,
cause.
Support the cause, join the revolution, as Sirio likes to say.
Join the revolution.
And because we're gonna need your help for sure, making our feature film for a GTA 6 movie. So that's why I put it on there. What is your last kind of inspiration movie you want to talk about?
I do want to talk about the Vice Heist because that movie we made, it made me realize that all it takes is one friendship to make you rich and change your whole life. Your whole life.
Yeah. Really did. It set our careers on a new path, and I'm really excited to make. We made the second one. Like I said, it comes out a couple months from now, and our third one, Neon Never Sleeps, which I can't wait to do. That one's gonna be really, really crazy. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up this podcast? We're gonna record another one after this.
Yeah.
So, but
I do want to say that it's a blessing to have made the Vice Heist, to have met Nick, to have just connected with so many people these past this past year.
Yeah.
And GTA and acting and just being an artist and a warrior, it's something that I'm always going to be grateful for. It's something that is my God-given purpose. And yeah, watch the Vice Heist if you have not seen it.
Check it out. Link in below. Got my water there. Yeah, check it out if you haven't already. Leave a review on IMDb. Good or bad, appreciate the support. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave your inspirations down below. Your top 10 movies, top 10 things that inspire you daily, whether that's art, whether that's day to day, whether that's family. Let us know, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.